welcome to the Financial Freedom Now show. I'm your usual host, Toya Yodare. Did you see what I did there? I can sort of copied when I hear people talking really on the fast. Now, I don't need to do that because I already speak fast enough. But you know what the drill is. Welcome back. I'm so glad to have you back again. And I know you're going to be inspired by this episode, which is a continuation of what we talked about last time, which are the lessons, the tips that I've learned from the last U.S. general election that saw Donald Trump become the incumbent president. Now, I don't want to argue about whether it's right or wrong, but who I support, I don't. To be honest, I'm not really into politics. However, I am not blindsided or too narrow-minded, or I'm not going to sort of ignore certain things that I saw that I know you can benefit from, and which will help you on your financial freedom, which will help you to be successful. So let's look at those things. Now, if this is your first time of tuning in, thank you so much for stopping by. I'd encourage you to listen to previous episodes because that would give you all the boosts, all the knowledge that you need on your financial freedom now journey. And if you're a returning listener or watcher, thank you for your continued dedication to this. And thank you so much for sharing with others as well. Now, let's get right into it. I think last time I talked about 4 different things that I learned. And so, like I said, if you've not listened to that, make sure you go listen to that. We talk about vision. We talk about brand. We talk about strategy. We talk about being tough in the face of adversity and challenges. Now, what I want to talk about today is 4 additional tips. Now, if you put this together, the 8, honestly, guys, next year, the next 12 months would be a breeze because you will have what it takes to actually keep going. And the very first thing I want to talk about is how important it is for you to know that you are not an island, you need a team. So this is about recruiting, having the right team in place, having the right support system. Now, I know you might say, you know what, I work well on my own. I've done things on my own for a long time and it's served me well. But the question is how well it's going to serve you for the next phase of your life. The truth is you are good at so many things, but you can't be good at everything. So who are you recruiting on this journey with you? Because this journey you're going, it is really mega. Now, what does mega look like, and who are those that will fit into that? So the importance of recruiting those that are going to believe in the vision that you've put together. And when I say recruits, I'm using the word recruitment, but doesn't necessarily mean it means you're going to go and get a staff. Now, that might be what it means for some of you who are at the phase where you know their business could benefit from having other hands, because you can leverage other people's time and not just rely on the 24 hours you have. But for some other people, it may just be, who are those around you? What's your support system? Who are those you dine with? Who are those you live with? Now, please don't misunderstand the fact that because your family is in a certain way means you're stuck. You can get out there. You can look for a new team. You can look for those that are going to work with you on this journey. Who's your mentor? Who's your coach? Who's your virtual assistant? Who's your PA? Who's helping with the kids? Who are the support system that you're going to have in place to help you now believe in the vision? And you've got to be careful who comes into your inner circle, because they can either shut it off for you or they can cheer you on to go on that journey. So who are you going to get on to actually believe in the vision with you and push you? Because the truth is, you're not going to always be 100%. You're not always going to have your foot on the gas. So who's going to help you and keep driving you forward when you can't? As little as who's even managing your social media as well, if you're not really into it. So some people say, well, I'm not into social media, I can't really do it. So who are you recruiting to help you carry out that task if you think you can't? Again, the mindset might not be right in the fact that you think you cannot do certain things, and maybe you can at some stage, but right now, maybe you've just not gotten at that point. Get someone in place that will help you on that journey whilst you get yourself together. Well, because guess what? There's no excuse that we cannot do it. That's not an option, because whatever skill sets I do not have, I should have someone that can do it. So who are we getting together on this journey with us? Really, really important who you're bringing onto your team. The next point I want to talk about, and very, very key, and the reason why I relate that to the US election, you can just look around the winning party and look at those that those they had on board. Let's not go into politics, but I'll say this. Do you think it's just by chance that Elon Musk was on Donald Trump's team? course not. So what are the loudest voices that you can share your dream, share your vision with, and they will champion it on for you? And again, like I said, be careful who comes into your inner circle. The next thing is, how much of a repetition are you talking about what you're doing? So some of us, and I know I've fallen foul of this, where I feel like I don't really don't want to talk about this particular product or this property masterclass I've got, or this item. I really don't want to talk about it. I feel like I've been talking about it too much. And truth is, even if you didn't think, there are people out there that will remind you that, oh, you just keep talking. If you just keep talking about this thing, and like, hey, yes, if I don't repeat myself loud enough as many times, then no one's going to hear me, right? No one's going to hear me, and I need them to hear what I'm saying. I need them to hear it several times, such that when they go to sleep, they think about me. When they wake up, they think about me. And that's when I'm going to make money. So what is your financial freedom like? How many times have you spoken to your employer about that promotion you deserve? How many times have you talked to your partner about that new business that you want? How serious are you? How many times do you feel like you've been knocking? Just keep repeating that process. The time I realized that this was so true was when I felt that was a particular course I had on sale, and I knew this was going to change the lives of a lot of people. And I knew many people had asked me time and time again about this, and yet when I eventually launched it, it just felt like it wasn't flying as much as I thought it should have. And I got to the point where I felt like, oh, I've been talking about this too many times, and maybe not to talk about it anymore. But hey, that was not the case. Guess who was the reminder I had? A few days later, I got someone saying, you say you're going to do this course this time. Aren't you doing it again? I was like, where have you been? Have you fallen off the face of the earth? Because the last 2 weeks, all I've been doing is talking about this one thing. Oh, really? I've not seen it. What did you put it on? And that's when I realized, despite my repetition, right? Despite the repetition, the amount of times I feel like I talked about it, and I felt like I'd become like, so come on, get off our ears. Some people had not heard about it. I'd not repeated myself enough times to have other people hear what I wanted to offer. So how many times are you repeating yourself? And leads me to the next point. You've got to get loud in every possible way. Now, when I say every possible way, it means physically when you see people. If you can do it through emails, do it through emails. If you can do it through your social media. If you can tell your friend to get loud in every possible way you can think of. Because the louder you are, the more people will hear you. We don't need to say much, but you could just go on Twitter and see on Donald Trump's, it was loud. And when I say loud also means being on every of your social media channel. Don't just say, I only do Facebook. Go on every single channel. And I think that if you're looking for promotion on LinkedIn, talk about it. Be as visible as you can possibly be. Be visible. Be in everyone's faces. Guess what? No one's gonna forget you when you do that. So you need to be as loud as possible. So I've mentioned 3. You want to know who's your support team. Get the right support team. Recruit the right support team. The next thing I want to talk about is make sure you repeat yourself as many times as possible. Don't get until you get tired of you hearing yourself. You're still not there yet. And when you get tired, you need to get tired again. So keep going. And then third, when I mention is, I want you to get as loud as possible. Be visible everywhere, anywhere anyone turns to, they see you. That is the aim. That's your aim. Until someone says, "Oh, you see, I see." Every time I pick up my phone, you're the one there. Whether you're building a personal brand, whether you're building your business, whether you're talking about your career, whether you're actually starting up a business, be visible. Get as loud as possible. And the last thing is, I want you to understand, we do not need everyone to win. If you're like me when you started a journey and you wanted everyone to like you, wanted everyone to know what it was you're doing, you wanted to be a good side, guess what? That's not going to get you anywhere. You don't need everyone to win. You don't need everyone to like you. Guess what? Donald Trump won with about 51%. So it doesn't really have to be a case of, I've got I've got most people. As long as you get the majority on board. So same way, whatever product it is that you want to launch, you don't need everyone's buying. Once you got a few people's buying, once you know that that product can fly, go ahead, start your journey today. At work, don't be worried about the fact that there's one or two people that do not like your face or don't like your guts or whatever. Still go out for that promotion. Speak up when you need to speak up. Go for what you want. Your financial freedom awaits you, and you've got to go grab it. No one is going to give it to you. No one's going to it's not going to land on your laps at all. You need to go out and get it. And whatever you're going to face to get it, you've got to go for it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. You need to believe in yourself. So get recruiting the right team, repeat yourself, be as loud as possible, and know that not everyone needs to like you for you to win. My name is Tonya Indare again. It's been a wonderful episode on the Financial Freedom Show. I absolutely love bringing this to you. I love the fact that you guys support me on this. And I want to ask that you continue to support me by sharing and liking this on any of the platforms that you see this. And until next time, when I bring you a lovely episode of the Financial Freedom, it's bye. God bless you.